And first offering is foul. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Up next for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Arenado over at first with one away. Ground ball left side, could be two. Correa tossed to second. What a double play that was. Inning over. We're back to start the third, and there's a new arm on the mound, number 64.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And a pitch. On its way to the corner. And no one could get to it. It's a foul ball.
Well, these guys doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boo. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Now it's Devers at the plate. That one ripped right center field. That's back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield. Got to the spot. Turned around and made a nice catch.
Jumps. Throws. That's the third out. Bottom of the inning. And stepping in for the Cardinals. Jordan Walker. Now time is called here. Pitching coach on his way out to the mound. A wind and a pitch. On the ground to first. He takes it on his own. One gone, bottom of the third inning. There's Crawford now. Open stance on that left side. That clips the corner. Swings through that one for strike two.
No ball, two strikes.
To the right side, Diaz. On to first. And a couple of quick outs. So they're down to their final out. Tommy Edman next up for the Cardinals. That catches the zone for a strike. And it's 0-1. They're down to their final strike. Two down, nobody on. Here in the last half of the third. Not even close there. And that's ball one. And that's down and away.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
One strike away. And downstairs. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two outs. Out there to center. Griffey on his horse. And that'll do it. This one ends 7-0. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shelby saying
made it out alive, I'm best. Leave another guy, you know. We was talking around again.
Yo. Shoot. Make it big.
Stepping in the long ball threat, Kyle Manzardo. And here it comes. That one finds the zone, and we're underway from San Diego. And strike two.
No ball, 2 strikes.
The 0-2. Swings here and blasts one left field. Azokar going back on this one. And caught on the warning track. Not quite enough behind that one. Carlos Correa in the box with one away as he takes ball one. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Tatis falls it in, 2 away. And here is Vladimir Guerrero. Guerrero, a strong-armed right fielder, hitting third in the lineup, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Pitch misses inside. Ball one. In for a strike, and the count even at 1. The line of the pitch. And it's fouled away. 2 outs, base. This is empty. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Here's the second baseman, Xander Bogaerts.
Second baseman.
Bogaerts, who wears that number 2 on his back for his idol, Derek Jeter. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all. All about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Right through there for a strike. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Bogaerts swings through that one. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield, and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Throw holds him at second, but the go-ahead run now in scoring position, and still nobody out. Manny Machado up to the plate. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. On the ground, right side. Over to Correa for one. How about that double play?
Well, that's what you hope for if you're out there on the mound. First and second, nobody out. Somehow get a ground ball. He got it right there. Nice double play by the infield.
Fernando Tatis Jr. in the box, lays off for ball 1. That one to first, finds its way through, base hit. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Comes through with the RBI. Even though he was really late on it, he clearly barreled the ball because that one was ripped down the line. He had to be really short with that swing and not get beat by that hit.
Luis Campusano stands in now and watches strike 1. Tatis off of first with 2 away. Got him looking, and he did not like the call. Back here at Petco Park, top of the second, and here is Ken Griffey Jr. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. And now it's William Contreras.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield. Got to the spot. Turned around and made a nice catch.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 down. Here's Rafael Devers. Chris, he leads the way with the best batting average on the team. Hit in the air, right field. Snags it on the run, and that'll do it. Back here in San Diego, we head to the bottom of the second. Stepping in for San Diego, Jake Cronenworth. And first offering is fouled off. And the pitch. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2. got him swinging. Here's the catcher to hit, Kyle Higashioka. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Just missed. And a foul ball. Just missed. And they'll do it again. And the pitch. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Well, he's starting to look a little gassed to me, and we'll see if they go to the bullpen in this spot or not.
And that chance handled. Wide throw, and it gets away. Jose Azocar, the next up for the Padres. Singy, you gotta appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground. He enters the picture and a guy's heart.
Now Mount is incoming, and with the reliever just beginning throwing out there in the bullpen, this should buy a little more time to get him loose. Two on, one out, and a swing and a miss.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals.
Diaz over to Correa for one. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Bogarts. Takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Jeff Hoffman.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
They take the force out, inning over on the ground out. Back now. And on the mound. The closer, Robert Suarez.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Wouldn't chase that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Right side. Tatis flashes the leather on the running catch. David Justice, the next to hit. And that one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Fouled off. He was late. Left-hand batter waits. And ball 1.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Hit on the ground to the right side. He handles it himself. Now only 1 out remaining. Yandy Diaz now.
That's what a good sinker is designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Line to left. He's got it. Ball game. The Padres use two pitchers to combine for the shutout.
So much rides on each and every bat in these 3-inning games.
Now here is Kyle Manzardo. The wind of the pitch. And that one wrapped foul. And a foul ball. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Yeah, with 2 strikes here, you really want to miss outside the zone with that breaking ball.
Foul ball still 0-2. And that's in the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
On a line, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Now Correa up to hit. Swinging a drive deep right field. And brings it in at the wall.
Thought that was a no-doubter. Like the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
And now Vladimir Guerrero. Right through there for a strike.
Sometimes pitchers work him backwards, starting with the breaking ball, but it's a tricky approach. He almost wants to bait you out there to throw that stuff to start the at-bat.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes, even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
And now it's 1-2. Up the middle. Lifts to second. That's one. Double play. What? Here's Xander Bogaerts. The line to kick the pitch. The hit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Maddox, a 6-foot righty. He features a sinker, a changeup, a cutter, a 4-seamer, and he occasionally uses a curve. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. The pitch. In the air, center field. Griffey gets under it. He makes the grab, and there's one down. Ha-Sung Kim, the next up for the Padres. That's in there. That's strike 1. 1 out, base is empty. And that's in there at the knees. On the ground to third. Devers whips it across. That's it out. Here's Manny Machado now. And they're at the knees. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
0-2 is the count.
2 outs, base is empty. Ripped into right center, and that should be extra bases. And it gets by him. Machado around second. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. There's a strike.
Well, there's a chance right here for one of the better hitters on this roster to get him on the board in the first. Thanks to the 3-hole hitter extending the inning. Good at bat with 2 outs.
And that one fouled off. The 1-2. Line, and that's a base hit. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle. Not a...
Tatis runs. That's in for a strike. No throw. He's in there safely. Man at second. And that one finds its way through. Here's the throw to the plate. And he's out. Up, down, and that ends the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's a big power threat. Ken Griffey Jr. Called strike right there. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. And the right-hander deals. On the ground. Cronenworth takes it himself and quickly one away in the second. So digging in, William Contreras.
The catcher, William Contreras.
On the ground to third. Machado throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. And here is Devers.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And Devers hits that one. And that's a base hit.
The designated hitter.
Angel De Los Santos takes over on the mound. Runner at first with 2 away. And next is the designated hitter, Roberto Clemente. That one down the line into the outfield, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Back-to-back base hits. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control. And it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Here's the left fielder, David Justice. Here's a rocket to right field. Drops into the glove, and that's the 3rd out. So digging in now for San Diego, Jake Cronenworth. The right-hander back to work. There's a strike. Right through there for a strike. The pitch. Here's a high fly ball out to center. And makes the grab. And there's one down. Kyle Higashioka. The next up for the Padres. And now we'll get a mound visit from the pitching coach. Probably trying to give a little more time for that arm out in the bullpen to get warmed up. Righty to the plate. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. Headed down the line. Justice hustling after it. Pulls it in on the run. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Robert Suarez.
Now this is an extremely confident pitcher. He loves the pressure. Actually likes the one-run game better than a comfortable three-run save off.
Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. So the lineup flips over. Kyle Mansardo getting ready to hit, and he's already singled in this game. And a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Waste no time there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Correa, the next to hit, takes low for a ball.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
A sliding stop. To second, there's one, and that's two.
I think there's always something pretty about watching a 5-4-3 double play get thrown. I mean, just seeing the ball whipped around the diamond with quickness and accuracy, that was nice.
Sends it to center, and this should be it. He's got it. Ball game. The Padres hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a one-run ball game. The final 1-0. They hang on to win it. Ready to go? And here's the first baseman, Kyle Manzardo.
The first baseman, Kyle Manzardo.
Here comes the pitch. And that's outside. And we're underway. That one fouled off. Righty delivers. That one finds the zone. And a count 1-2. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Bogarts with the throw to first. One out in the top of the first. Here's Carlos Correa. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. And now the right fielder, Vladimir Guerrero. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads.
That's a ball.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. With the go-ahead run at first, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first. There's a strike.
Two balls, one strike.
This one in the dirt. Wild pitch, and into second moves the go-ahead run. Out towards right center field. Tracks it down for the out. And there's two away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Ken Griffey Jr. His home run numbers stand out, Chris. Nobody has hit more in his team.
Ken Griffey Jr.
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
And that's the third out. We go to the bottom of the first, and here is Xander Bogaerts. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Maddox measures 6 feet even. He features a sinker, a changeup, a cutter, a four-seamer, and he occasionally uses a curve. And he takes it himself for the out. And now the shortstop, Ha-Sung Kim. Fought off foul.
Well, Kim is one of those players that it's just hard to take your eyes off of him, man. Not many players in the 2023 World Baseball Classic had more fun than he did. He hit a grand slam in a win against China, and earlier in the tournament had a 2-homer game. Delivered some special moments for Korea.
Goes down looking. Here's Manny Machado. Popped up to the left into foul ground, and that's the inning. Back here at Petco Park, all set for the start of the inning. Now William Contreras. Now the right-hander ready to go. Still no score. Turned on, but foul wide of third. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that may end up being...
So a lefty out of the pen, Tom Cosgrove.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Rafael Devers up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. That one ripped, but foul. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
She can live up in the zone all game if guys will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitter's got to look down in the zone.
All tied up here at the top of the second. And that one is lifted in the air. Merrill sizing this one up. Balls it in, and there's one away.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Roberto Clemente in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Lifted in the air, right center field. Tatis drifts towards it. 2 down. So up next, David Justice. In the air to left down the line. And that will drop foul. Two outs. In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. He'll take a jog around the bases. It's 2-0. Yandy Diaz now. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. In the air, out towards right center. Sizes this one up. And that is that. Bottom half. Of inning number 2. Now it's the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr. In for a strike. 0-1.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
0-2 now. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. And that's in for a strike.
What makes him special is a lot of pitchers lose movement in their stuff the deeper they go into a game, but he's just different. We see plenty of break in his pitches, even when he's running a little low in the tank.
To the right side. Over to first. And that quickly 2 away. Next is the speedy first baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
This to third. The throw to first. 3 up, 3 down. We're back to start the third, and there's a new arm on the mound, number 54.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
The pitch. Mansardo leading things off and takes a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
And no swing, says Joe McDonald. In the air, fairly deep to right field. And there's one away. And here comes Carlos Correa. 1 for 1 with a single so far. This to third. And Correa retired. And now the right fielder, Vladimir Guerrero. He's 0 for 1. That one missed.
Count 1-0.
This one smoked out to left. Azokar racing over to make the catch. And new pitcher now, Jeff Hoffman.
I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Down fly ball to right center. Guerrero after it. Puts it away for the out. Jackson Merrill digs in now. That's towards center. Griffey in pursuit. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Last chance for the Padres. Down the left fielder, Jose Azokar. He swings and fouls one off. They're down to their final strike. 2 down, nobody on. You're in the last half of the third.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just
swing and a miss, and he got him. Ball game.
In a 3-inning game, a 2-0 win can sort of feel like a mini blowout. Nice job to jump ahead, and a great job by the pitching staff to shut him out.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Kyle Manzardo.
The first baseman, Kyle Manzardo.
The pitch. That one finds the zone, and we're underway in Baltimore. Right-hander kick steals. Good job to fight that one off. On the ground, right side. And that one finds its way through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Rafael Devers up to hit. And that one fouled off. Next pitch inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Went too far that time. It's 1-2.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
And he deals. Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. Santander on a dead sprint, racing back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
It's a really good swing. He just didn't get quite enough of it to beat the wind. It's blowing in from right field right now.
Now it's the right fielder, Vladimir Guerrero. First pitch, and he just misses.
1-0.
With the go-ahead run at first, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first. Right through there for a strike. The 1-1. Just missed. Grounded to third. Could be 2. Urias over to second. Mountcastle. It's a double play. Back now at Oriole Park. Here's Ryan Mountcastle.
The first baseman,
And a pitch. And that one clips the corner. Maddox, a 6-foot righty. He features a sinker, a changeup, a cutter, a four-seamer, and he occasionally uses a curve. He goes down looking. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. Swinging a foul straight back. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering misses down and away.
1-2.
One down, base is empty. Got him. Now 2 away. Here's Adley Rutschman. Swings and misses. 0-1.
No ball, 1 strike.
Two outs, base is empty. Next offering is in for a strike. Kicks and deals. Got it. Strikes out the side to begin the. Back here in Baltimore. And now the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. And a pitch. Swing and a miss as he was late.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Swings through that one.
0-2.
And the righty deals. That one way inside. Up and in. 2-2. Left-hand hitter waits. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater. And now it's William Contreras. In the air, left side. Hayes ranging after it. He's got it. 2 down. Now Correa up to hit. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1.
Hit hard, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
He was
on the mound now, Mike Baumann.
Power slider guy, Boo. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
Now a chance for Roberto Clemente. They get the force out number 3. Anthony Santander at the plate. The pitch. And a good eye there.
1-0.
The line of the pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
In the air, out towards left center. And there's one down. And into the box for Baltimore, Cedric Mullins. First pitch misses. One out, bases empty. And another ball.
2 balls, no strike.
Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 2-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
2-2.
Well struck deep right field, way back, and here. He powers that one out of here. And they take the lead. It's 1-0. Austin Hayes stands in now. Looks at that one inside. The 1-0. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss. One out, bases empty, and a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2. Next pitch is outside. Out towards right center field. That one gets down for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. First pitch just misses. Just missed.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in. Elevate.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Jeff Hoffman.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Hayes at first, one gone.